Hey y'all, it's Tabitha from Flapjack, and I'm really excited to share with you about my class website that I've been doing this year. My partner teacher and I have used it together, and it has saved us so much headache and really helped keep our parents and students informed. So I'm hoping that if I share this, that maybe some other teachers, it will help them out as it has helped us out this year too. So this is an EduBlogs website that I've used, but it doesn't have to be, but for $40 a year you can upload videos and do HTML script, and it also is password protected, which is really cool for students to be able to post videos and photos. So to me it's well worth it. So what is so cool about this website? Well, my partner teacher and I have a folder of Google Slides that we have created, and these are just for all our subjects, our newsletter, our homework. So basically she and I can both work on the same document, make whatever changes we want here through our Gmail account and Drive in our docs, and then they automatically, we've embedded them into our website, and they will automatically update onto our website. We don't even have to go into our website to make any changes. And so whatever we do right in that moment, our parents and students can automatically see too. So I will share with you, for example, still working on our class procedures, but right here is the document. This is how it looks like it's embedded from our Google Drive doc. So I will find it right here and I will open it up, and then I click on here and I can make whatever changes that I want. And it automatically saves, and then when I refresh I should be able to see the changes that I made, which is right there. So really cool. Some ways that we're using it this year is we have subject resources that students can go to, and I can automatically add new resources that I want to here, or websites that they should go to. And then we also have our homework. We do this every day. We put this homework in presentation form on our interactive whiteboard. Students copy it, and we have each day of the week has its own slide. So it's a mix of Spanish and English because we do Spanish immersion. But this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we created it to look like their agenda. So we just pull it up. If I need to make any changes right there, I can do it just right in front of my students, and then they copy it down. And then when they get home, if there's any question, if Johnny doesn't write really neat, then mom can still check by going to our website and checking the agenda online. So that has been a great time saver and help to us with doing the homework this way. Then we also do our weekly newsletter online here, and we have a Google slide for that also. And my partner teacher and I, we just make changes on the same slide. She adds in her subject information, I add in mine. We have our important dates and all of that, reminders, and it's easy to update. We just let parents know when it's ready to check, and every Tuesday usually it's ready for parents to see what's going on in our classroom. And then one cool thing is we've embedded a Google Calendar. So we were always having issues with having to make sure we didn't plan tests on the same date, or when is the field trip, when do we have that day off, when is testing. So we just created a calendar, we shared it amongst her and I, and we embedded it here so parents can see it. And so she and I, like, we don't even have to ask each other, when is your social studies test? I can automatically see, and I just make sure I don't plan my tests on the same day. So it just keeps all of us on the same page all around. So that is just some of the ways that we are using this, I like to call, smart class website this year, and I am going to now share with you how I did it and how hopefully you can do it too if you're interested. Okay, so first off, you need to obviously have some kind of website platform. As I mentioned, I use EduBlogs, but you can use any website or blogging platform that allows you to add HTML coding, basically. So I'm going to show you through EduBlogs, but it still kind of follows the same format for whatever website you might use. So you also need to have a Gmail account. Okay, you need to make sure that you have a Gmail account, and once you set up, that's free. And then you would need to go to Drive. Now, when you're in your email account part of Gmail, you just click on this grid right here, and you just search for Drive. That's this 3-color triangle thing, and you go there. And then from there, what I did is I just created a folder, and this is the folder that I created for our website docs. And then I started creating my Google Docs within this folder. So just a way to keep it all organized and access it easily. And I just wrote AA to keep it at the top of all my stuff in my Gmail Drive. So once you're ready to create a slide about whatever, you just click on New and click on Google Slides. Now it needs to be, for me, Google Slides and not Google Docs. I just have an issue with the appearance of Google Docs when I have tried to embed. So Google Docs just always works for me, and it's basically the same. So anyways, so you click OK, and you will get these options that will pop up for you. And I just go simple, and I change it to standard and click OK. Now I only use the landscape version right here when I'm doing homework. Everything else is vertical portrait, just looks better on the website. So if you want to do that, you need to go to File, Page Setup, and you need to go to Custom and just switch the numbers around. And as you saw that my slides that I've done were really cutesy and all of that, well, I created them in PowerPoint first and saved them as images, as pictures, and then I added them in here. So whatever I didn't need to change, like titles or anything like that, I went ahead and created in PowerPoint in this, in a portrait slide. I saved as a picture, and then now I'm going to show you. But if you don't understand any of that, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you just, create a title in here, you can do plenty just right here. Okay, so while you're here, you go to Background, choose, and then you drop in the image you want. And I'm going to show you how I did my newsletter. And as you will see when you see the newsletter, if it will ever upload, is that I had already designed this in PowerPoint and saved as an image. So it's not necessary, it's just what I did to just make it a little nicer. So what you want to do when you have this is just insert text boxes wherever for your titles, and then if you want to change fonts, you can go here, and there's more fonts that are cuter and nicer, and you can change the size. Here is where you would add links if you want this to be a clickable text that will take them to a website or a game or whatever. So once you are finished, and then here I actually link to the calendar, but I'll share about that later. So once you are finished, you just want to do that for every page that you want in your website. Make sure that you save it within that folder, and then you're ready for the next part, which would be embedding it into your website. Okay, so to embed, and hopefully you can see everything on the screen, you will need to first of all make sure that this slide is open to the public, that anybody can see it. And if that's not what you want, then you're not going to be able to embed it, because that's just the only way you can get the HTML code that you need. So you click right here on share, and you need to make sure you give your doc a title, and then right here you need to go to advanced and then change the specific people can access to anyone with the link. You don't have to do public on the web, but it basically will be anyway, so you might as well. But I just go to on anyone with the link and save. Done. Okay, now you need to go over here to the left to file and go down to publish to the web. This is the important part of where you're going to get the code you need to embed it into your website. So click over here to where it says embed, and then publish. And it's going to ask if you're sure you want to do this. You say okay. And then right here is your important coding. Now, every website is different, like the dimensions are going to be different. So here, this is a medium size. You might want to try small or large, it just depends. But you also have custom, and I had to kind of tweak with custom. Custom is very helpful because it will automatically, like say you put in 720 for your pixel height and that's too big, but the small size is too small, well then you could just go down a little bit to 650 and will automatically give you the height ratio that you need, and it will put it into your script right here. So I hope I'm not being too confusing. I hope this is understandable. But anyway, so go ahead and copy this script right here. And then if you're in EduBlogs, this is what you would do, but in anywhere else, go to wherever you can add an HTML gadget, whatever it's called, widget. And but this is how I would do it for my website. I would first go to dashboard, and then you can't see it very well, but right here you would go down to pages, add new, and then just make your title. And then here, if it's got text showing right here, then I can just go ahead and copy that in. Now I will tell you that for my blog, specifically on EduBlogs, I've already learned that the best format is to change the pixel area to 545 and then 748, and I'll show you why. I'll just undo those changes and we'll do preview, and then I'll just show you. You get this ugly black margin on the top, header and footer, okay, which I personally don't like. So what I have learned, and it's just for the blog template that I've chosen, but 545 for the width and 748 for the height, and then we'll preview it and we'll look at it, and there it is. Perfect. Okay, so that is how you would embed your Google Slides. And if you have more than one slide in your Google slide, then it'll just show up and you just click on this arrow and it'll keep going to the next slides or whatever. So you can do that for whatever you want. As far as setting it up here, I'm not going to really share about that. That's just something you can play around with. Just keep creating pages, and you really in EduBlogs you can add as many pages I think as you want if you've paid the subscription fee for every year. So that is how to embed the Google Slides. Okay, now I'm going to share with you how to embed your calendar for your test dates and important dates in your classroom. So first you want to be in your Gmail account, click on this grid, go to calendar, and then you want to go to the left side right here on this arrow and create new calendar and make a name for it, spell correctly. And then right here, very important that you make this calendar public. If you don't want to do that, then you can't embed it, I don't believe. But if you're fine with that, great, because that's how you're going to be able to embed it. So make this calendar public and then create calendar. And then yes, you want to make it public. So it's going to show up here on the left. There it is. And then you click on the arrow by your new calendar, and you can change your colors if you want to. And then go to share this calendar, and then right here you can share it with somebody and let them make changes and manage sharing. This would be, for example, my partner teacher. I did this for her so that she and I could both make edits and changes to it. So you would put in their email. But to embed it, you want to click over here to calendar details, and right here you have your coding right here that you're going to copy and paste. So you just grab that, copy this, then you would go to your website again to add a new page. So you're going to add a new page, and then you would just call it calendar or whatever. Then go right here and copy that, and let's preview it. And there it is. Okay. Now, you might have seen in my newsletter that I had done something with right here. It's hard to see, but it says click here for the monthly calendar. Now, I just created that in my PowerPoint image that I had made, but what I did was I inserted, and you could do this for any time you want a link. If you have an object that you want to go to a link, for example, if I want there to be a link when people click on this cougar, then what you need to do is go to the shapes, just pick a square, whatever shape, doesn't matter, and cover it up. And now it is gray, which you don't want, so you go to the paint bucket and change it to transparent, and you go to the line color and change it to transparent. Then you would go to the hyperlink and you would add in your link for whatever. In this case, I want my calendar link. So I go back here to my Google Calendar right here, and I click on the HTML, okay? And so then this is the link that will take whoever, my parents, to my calendar just by clicking on that button. So go right here, add in the link, and then so I'll show you right here if you can see it. Well, you can't see it all, but right here it pops right up. Okay, so that's how you embed a calendar into your website, and also how you can share a calendar link of your calendar with anybody. Okay, so here are some tips and tricks that I have done to make my life even more easier with this website. And one way is to bookmark any of the Google Slides that I refer to or edit a lot. So for example, the weekly newsletter, I make sure that I have it up here bookmarked. So in Chrome, I just click on the star and make sure it goes to my bookmarks bar, press done, and there it is. And so whenever I'm ready, I just click right here. You have to make sure you're signed into your right Gmail account to make changes, but then you're ready to go. For example, I always have my homework right here because I edit this on a daily basis for my students, and this is where I would go into presentation form for them so that they can see it really big on our interactive whiteboard and copy it down. So that is one great tip. Then another would be to, at the beginning of the year, create a QR code business card to pass out to parents and to students for them to access the website by scanning a QR code. So if you're familiar with that, it's really not hard. You can go to any website by just Googling QR code creator or whatever. And one that's really popular is QR Stuff. So you would just go there, add your website URL, then download this code, and you could put it into a business card type format. I did this at the beginning of the year. I actually ordered magnetic business cards through Vistaprint, and students tell me all the time that they can use their iPad because EduBlog's, the mobile version of the template, is user-friendly, so they're able to access the website through their iPad or their iPod or their smartphone, and for the same for parents also. Then you can also use your phone for various reasons. Here are some ways that you can use your smartphone or iPad to also update your website while you're sitting on the couch or waiting in line, and I do it all the time. So one way is I've downloaded the Slides app right here from the iTunes store. It's free. So I do this every week with my newsletter basically. So I click on my newsletter right here and it'll pop up. There it is. And you just, now it's a little tedious, and I do have the big iPhone 6 Plus, so it makes it a little bit easier. This may not be fun for you if you have a smaller phone, but anyways, if you're in a crunch, you can just update your newsletter. If you forgot and left school, then you can update it right there, and you just click that check mark when you're through and it's updated. And then what I like to do to let my parents know is we do the Remind app, and the Remind app is awesome. Go to that website, you just send your parents a link for them to sign up. You don't have to write in a long list of names or anything like that. And so whenever I want to update my parents about anything, I do that. So here, I posted new videos, and I just put the link in right there so parents can check it right from their phone. But then I also, when I update the newsletter every Tuesday, right here, I've just got the link from that Google Doc, and I just send it to them every Tuesday so they automatically know that it's ready and they can look at it. So when parents click on that, then they can see our newsletter right there, and they can, make it bigger so that they can read everything and all of that. So I think that's pretty cool, and so I don't have to always get the link over and over again. You could save it in a notes app, of course. I also love the clipboard app, which is right here, but it is $2. But here I can save a lot of links or phrases that I say a lot in the Remind app. And then you just, once it's saved in there, you click on it, and then I just go back to the Remind app and I write my parents a post. And if it's Monday and I don't want to send it out till Tuesday, you just click on those 3 dots and you can schedule it, which is really cool. So that is another way that I make my life easier with technology. So I hope you found this video helpful, and maybe that's something you can try out in your classroom. If you want to play around with this, I have created a kind of fake demo website that you can go to. The link is in the description box. It's called Smart Class Website at edublogs.org, and so you can go through here and you can make changes to all of the Google Slides that I have in here. And then we're also working, my husband has been so nice to help me to work on a Blogger version too that you can come on over and try out, and that link is also in the description box. If this is something that you're interested in and you would like to know more if this is a service that we could provide for you, just let me know also at Tabitha@flapjacklapbooks.com. Thanks so much for being here. Please subscribe, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Bye-bye.